Am I live?
You're
I'm live. Okay, hello. We're live in my kitchen in the middle of the day. Welcome to My Left Frying Pan, and I'm really nervous because I've never done this before. We did a YouTube live one, but it was different, and this is I don't know, it's making me really nervous.
YouTube live.
Oh no, we did a Facebook live, but we've never done a YouTube live. So if somebody's out there, tell me whether you can hear me or anything, okay? Because I mean, I've no... Anyway, so I'm going to make this quick and easy pasta dinner because I put it on my Instagram all the time. And you should follow me on Instagram at Mairlyn Smith, M-A-I-R-L-Y-N Smith. There's tons of cool pictures. Anyway, so many people said, how do you make this? So I'm going to show you how to make my quick and easy pasta dish. Okay, so first things first, you need a great big pot of boiling water, okay? Don't be putting pasta in a little teeny pot. You want it to boil around. I'm going to add my pasta right away. I'm going to give it a stir so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. And this kind of pasta takes anywhere between 7 to 9 minutes, but I'm going to undercook it, okay? So in real time, turn on my stove here, and I'm going to cook up some onions, okay? Has anyone said that they can see me? Nothing? Am I working in a void? No one's out there?
A thumbs up.
What?
We have a thumbs up and we have 4.
Oh, good. 4 people. Oh, I bet one of them is my mom. No, she doesn't have a phone. Actually, she's 91 and she really has no idea what I do. Anyway, so, okay, I got to go over to my my composter. Okay, so I'm gonna chop up the onion. Oh,
Sarah says hi.
What?
Sarah Michaela's hi. I can see and hear you.
Oh, good. Okay. All right.
We're in.
In my excitement, I forgot to wash my hands. Now, okay, this is just a little sidebar story. So, when I'm on television on BT and Cityline, they don't have a sink, right? And I try to be as food safety as I can. But sometimes in the moment I forget, and oh, don't you just love that faucet? Somebody called me out on Twitter to say that they were so disappointed that I had taken my shoes off and not washed my hands. And I feel horrible about it. So anyway, I do wash my hands all the time. I'm going to wash the onion because I hadn't gotten clean hands. But listen, when you're cooking in the moment live, when somebody's, shooting you and there's lights in your house and you're wearing makeup, you sometimes forget to do all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to slice the onions. I want to see the onions. So I'm slicing them kind of in half moons, really skinny. And I've got my frying pan on already. And I'm just going to do basic garlic and onion and Roma tomatoes, okay? So now, here's the deal on oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. And in Italy, you see this? You see that label there right there? That means that it's authentic. And so when you're in your grocery store, if you see this symbol, that you know you're getting the real deal. And if you don't see this, there's like a bazillion dollars worth of fraud in Italy on using, like maybe the bottle was made in Italy, or maybe there's one olive in there that was in Italy. So they wanted to kind of make sure that there was no more fraud, so they put the symbol on. It's kind of like VQA wine in Ontario and BC. You're guaranteed that everything in there is the real deal. So that's what you want to look for. But it's kind of more expensive. So I'm going to use canola oil to fry my onions in because that's like less expensive and it doesn't break down on high heat. And then I'm going to top it with the extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to use 2 different fats. Okay, so there's the onion.
Oh, we got Helen Bobby.
Yes.
Says, hi, Marilyn. Love your videos.
Oh, I'm so glad. Do you love my glasses? I love my onion goggles. Look, 2 spoons at once. Every so often, give your pasta a stir to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom. But if it's really boiling fast, it shouldn't. And it's doing really well. Sorry, what? She loves my glasses? Okay, so there's the onions cooking. And now we're gonna demonstration on the garlic. A local farmer's market here in Toronto is called the East York Farmer's Market. And look at these massive cloves. Oh my gosh. That is not 1 clove, okay? That is basically probably 4. But I like a lot of garlic in this. I really like garlic, and garlic is really good for you. So I'm going to put in the equivalent of 6 garlic cloves, okay? I feel like I'm racing. Na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na. Now, here's a little thing. Did you know that the bigger pieces that you cut of garlic, the less garlicky it will taste? So If you want a really, really strong garlic flavor, then you would mince it or dice it. So depending on the size of the cut is going to be the strength, all right? So I want to taste garlic, and I also want the health benefits of the garlic. And so there's me chopping. Oh my goodness, are you having fun, Bridget? Bridget is one of my producers, and she's shooting. It is hard, it is. And I bought a mic. Oh, there it is. I bought a microphone so that it wouldn't sound like I was yelling, but I think I still am. Anyway, so depending on how small this is, you want to, you can either go big or small, but the smaller it is, the stronger it's going to be. Okay, now, so I want the onions kind of doing that kind of a golden brown thing.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Doesn't it smell good? You know, it's really funny. If you want something to like have a good smell in your house, it's like apples, apple crisp. Guys find that as an aphrodisiac. But you know what? I personally love the smell of onions. When I'm on City Line and I've got onions cooking, everybody's always in the back going, "What smells so good?" And it's just onions. Okay, I have like the garlic paper. No. Okay, that is my real clock. Okay.
Talk about that.
And we decided that if we're going to be doing live YouTubes, that I'll use my real clock in real time. But for all of the other episodes of My Left Frying Pan, I'm going to use the 20 after 4. We might change them up a little bit. And that's kind of an in-joke. And I had no idea that people would be like, what does that mean? So it's my husband's idea. Scott, you've seen him on the show. Oh, hang on. These are Roma tomatoes. This is the last of the local Roma tomatoes here in Ontario. And they're kind of like maybe a little bit maybe kind of sad looking, but that's okay because we're going to cook them up. And so I don't know how many I'm going to use, but that was one onion. And I'm going to chop these guys into like little hunks like this, okay?
Monica Johnson says hi.
Oh, hi, Monica. I was reading in Facebook that you had a cold or something. I hope you're feeling better. I do try to answer all your comments on the YouTube channel as well as I try to answer them all the time. Actually, this lovely lady sent me this message on Facebook, and she said, "Is this really you that I'm talking to?" And I said, "Yeah, this is me. Like, I am my own social media person." So that's me. So anyway, if you have any questions, I'm always happy to answer. Anyway, I have no idea what I was talking about. Does anyone remember? Was I talking about Scott?
Scott
Yeah, and the clock. Okay, so his big joke was that I think at 4:20 someplace somebody's doing something bad. I don't know.
I think it has something to do
with smoking a doob, right? Yeah, right. Well, I smoked a doob once. I went insane, and I vowed I would never do it again. So I never have, but I do like wine. I like all kinds of alcohol. Okay, so if you're going to make this recipe in real time, you can see that I'm just cutting the tomatoes and throwing them into the pot at the same time so that it sort of gets cooked at different times, but it's all going to get cooked fast. All right, so throw in those tomatoes. Those are gorgeous. Checking my pasta. All right, so al dente is to the tooth, okay? Now, whoops. Al dente, we'll have a taste. Okay. It's too tough, but a lot of people say, so I'm talking and eating at the same time. People say that, oh, pasta is bad for you. So I went to Italy quite a few years ago, and I went to a seminar, and at the seminar they talked about pasta having a low glycemic index, and there was a dietitian who was talking. So I put my hand up and I go, "No, excuse me, hi, I'm Mairlyn, I'm from Canada, and you're wrong." And she goes, no, I will show you on this slide. And she goes, click. And she shows a slide that if you cook pasta al dente, which is a lot tougher, not tougher, but more to the tooth than what most North Americans are used to, it has a low glycemic index. It's only when you cook the living hell out of it, which is what we usually do here in Canada and the United States, that it is a high glycemic. So if you cook pasta then it's going to be a low glycemic, okay? So, and one of the tricks is that you undercook it, and when you undercook it, it's going to finish up cooking in your frying pan. Okay, so the tomatoes are in there. I'm going to add my garlic. Now, I didn't add it right away because I was letting it oxidize. Now, when it oxidizes, it means that it's more bioavailable to your body. So in other words, all those wonderful heart-healthy, antioxidant, all the wonderful properties that garlic has are going to be more bioavailable, only if it's sat on the counter after it's been chopped for at least 5 minutes. I say up to about 20. And now all we're trying to do now is to break down the tomato, okay? So that looks good. I'm going to try this one more time because it's really close. Or you know what? Hot pasta. Missed my mouth. Totally. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's good. So it's only been cooking for about 7 minutes. Okay, so this is my hand one. Okay. Oh no, I got oven mitts. I'm getting all scared. Okay, here's my oven mitts. My tomatoes are cooking. Now here's a big trick. Here's a big trick. I'll just get something out of the, forgot to get my measuring cup. You want to save some of this pasta water. This is what they do in Italy. They save a little bit of the pasta water and they're going to add it to the sauce to make it nice and thick, okay? So here's my pot, colander into the sink, and don't you even think of rinsing that. It's just going to sit like that until it's going to go into the pot. So that's it, all right? Took 7 minutes. All right, now, how's my tomatoes and beautiful. Can you see how it's sort of broken down? It's breaking down. Now I'm going to add some of the pasta water. Now if you wanted to, you could totally add some wine or maybe a little bit of balsamic, but you want to encourage that tomato to kind of break down. I like red pepper flakes. I'm going to add red pepper flakes, kind of a lot, because I like spicy. I like it spicy. You know, I'm a wannabe Italian. When I was growing up in Vancouver, all my neighbors behind our lane, they were all from Italy, and I would go over, and no offense to my roots, but my mom's English, Irish, Scots, and so she kind of cooked the living hell out of everything, and I didn't even know what pasta was, and I would go over it, and Mrs. Bianco, she would show me, and I go, oh my God. Anyway, hey, Bridget, follow me because I have to go into the freezer.
Take your goggles off.
Oh, take my goggles. Oh, I forgot I had them on. Hello. Okay, just stay. All right, we're good. All right. Oh, that fell out of the. Okay, I'm looking. Is my bum in the shot? I hope not. Okay, here's my flavor bombs. Now, if you made flavor bombs, we made those on the show in the summer. This is kind of like a pesto, and I'm going to add it. I'm going to add two bombs to my dish. Oh my God, put it back in the, and date it so it's August 2017. But go.
Made some of those.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if she likes them. She just says I was inspired. That's all.
No, they're
Tell
really.
us if you like them.
Yeah, tell us. No, they're really. It's such a great idea. So I'm having the taste of summer. Now, if you already have some fresh basil in your garden, I don't know how come you do, but good for you because mine died. Although, you know what? It got really cold here after it was really so hot. So it all kind of died. But if you're maybe living in the Southern California or something, you've got basil, use fresh basil. My pesto here has got basil, extra virgin olive oil, some cashews. And now I'm going to add the pasta back into the pot. And that's a lot of pasta, so I might not put the whole thing in. But in real Italian cooking, pasta is the star, not the sauce. And in North America, we tend to make, more saucy. And so, yeah. Anyway, back to me. What? Somebody said something?
It just looks at them in her freezer and thinks of you. Now she knows how to actually use them.
Oh, I didn't tell anybody that. That was the secret?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I'm going to make those bombs tonight, she said.
You know what? Honestly, if you got any leftover, basil or parsley or anything in your fridge and you don't want it to go to rot, you just add it and put it up in the food processor. But go watch the video. I got to dress up in fatigues and everything. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, the bombs to kind of break down, I'm just going to go get some cheese. I think we're okay. Now, maybe you might have to follow me. Okay, back in the fridge. We talked about, was there anything I needed to get that wasn't there? I thought, no, everything's there. I forgot. Anyway, okay, here's my trick on cheese. Okay, so when you buy cheese, you have to respect it. And you don't want it to go to smush or go moldy. So when it's been opened, I always wrap it up in parchment paper. And then it gets to breathe and it doesn't get to be moldy or go smush. Smush is a politically technical, yes, a technical term. Thank you very much. All right, we're almost done. I wish those things would cook down a little bit more. Okay, because I don't want to overcook my pastas. You know what? I'm going to put a lid on this for a sec. And this is the wrong lid, but that's okay. So we'll just put that on.
14:55. So we'll find out in a second if you only have 15 hours.
Oh yeah, we went online.
15:01. We're still here.
Oh no, we're still here,
Yeah.
so it's good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we only thought we had 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna grate up some Parmigiano Reggiano, and once again, if you look for the Italian symbol, you'll know you're getting the real deal. And I don't like to use a lot, but it does add a little bit of salty flavor, and it's kind of yum on the dish. Okay, and oh, hey, we forgot. So in our excitement, did I grate my finger? No. In my excitement today, I forgot I was going to give this book away to the bean episode when we did jacket potatoes, I think it was. I can't remember. And so I forgot to print the names off, but I will. And then we'll contact the person who won the book. And then in a couple more weeks, not next week. Next week is our Halloween special. You got to watch that one. I'm a witch. And then we're going to go live again, and we're going to give away 3 games, okay? Now, this one's called Hashtag It. It's really rude. It's like,
oh,
what? Is it over? No, we're still on. Okay,
not,
good. What? What's going on?
No, Cook made a comment, and I think that's great because at least we know people are still watching.
Still watching, yeah. And what's the comment?
Okay, I missed it. Sorry.
Okay, hopefully it was good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, where were we? So someone's commenting. Here's the next thing.
You were saying about the games.
The games. Okay, so this is really rude. Like, it's so rude, I'm not even going to show you, but it's an adult game, kind of like if you ever played against Cards Against Humanity, it's kind of like that. But then there's 2 family games, and we think Games Night is a really great idea to do in November. So in 2 more weeks, we're going to be back here. I'm going to be shooting my cookbook, and so you're going to be part of that, shooting my cookbook on a live, either YouTube or Facebook. We haven't figured it out yet. And so I want you to come and watch, and I will draw for who's going to get those games. Now, we're going to use a hashtag. Let's just do Games Night. Okay, so there's some capers because I want a little bit of salty flavors into my pasta, and stir that up, and it's ready. Okay, I actually may have overcooked it a tad. Okay, so serving spoon, here we go. Some lovely tomato.
It smells great.
Oh, it's got tons of garlic. It's got the basil. There's a serving. Sprinkle with some cheese. And dinner is ready. Okay, so I think I did that in kind of 15, 20 minutes, and I talked about a whole bunch of other things too. So, oh, and the final thing that you do, when we were in Italy, they did this on everything. They top dressed everything with extra virgin olive oil. And that, because this has a flavor, it's going to give a flavor note to this dish. Okay, because I can't wait. What? This is for lunch? Manger. No, what's Italian for eat?
Manja?
It's manja, not manger. Manger is en français. Oui, manja. Oh. That's so good. It's nice and fresh. It's got that lovely tomato flavor. It's got that hit of basil and lots of garlic. It's wonderful. So you can make this. I'm not posting the recipe because hopefully you wrote it down, but basically it's canola oil and onion, about 8 cloves of garlic, 6 to 8 cloves of garlic, a whole bunch of Roma tomatoes, cook it down, add some pasta, water sauce, and then add your flavor bombs or a commercial pesto, and then put your pasta in. Don't overcook your pasta. Serve, have a couple of capers and serve with cheese. And boom, binga boomba.
Looks delicious.
And I'm going to post this on my Instagram so you can see it. Anyway, so that's it. Did anyone have any questions? No?
Just a lot of thumbs up and a lot of saying it looks good. They're going to try it.
Oh, yum. Anyway, well, if this works, let us know. If you like us going live or you want to see, we're thinking of maybe doing 2-a-month live and 2-a-month tapes. So you let us know what you think, and your wish is our command, okay? So, sorry. That's really good. I'm wishing you peace, love, and fiber. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Oh, Helen loves it. She says, love the live shows.
Yay!
Karen wants to know how many does this feed?
4.
4. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.